My players were rude to me. Am I holding an unfair grudge? A couple of weeks ago, I ran a homebrew one shot for my usual group. It's an out there idea. They play as fast food workers transported to a fantasy world by an evil wizard. I was very forward about what the setting would be. I asked them to start as humans, and transportation to the magic world would allow them to become fantasy races. They all understood and seemed okay with it. I felt it had potential to be very fun, but it did not go that way. The entire session, almost all of my players were scrolling their phones, having whole conversations while I'm talking, or when they were throwing stuff at each other or playing hand games, which I don't really know what that is. I would have to wait minutes at a time for them to stop. If I said or did anything to get them to stop, I would get their attention for a few minutes before they were right back to it. Basically, not paying attention at all. When they did pay attention, they would kill every NPC they came across. I don't understand this reaction because the usual DM, who was one of the players in this one shot, arguably behaving worst of all, has not gotten this treatment ever. Everyone is attentive and listening and participating. I thought maybe it was a problem with my DMing. This isn't the first time it's happened to me after all. Some of the players are from an old group where this happened as well. So I asked them what I was doing wrong that made them act this way. Turns out they just didn't like the general setup of my story, so they decided they weren't interested. This was a couple of weeks ago, and it's still very fresh and upsetting because every time I try to talk to them about it, I get told to drop it or to move on. I often get called a baby as well. They tell me because it was a one shot that it gave them reason to act however they wanted to, which I disagree. I feel very undervalued as a DM and as an individual as well. Am I overreacting?
No.
Get
You are
better
not overreacting.
friends.
Yeah, you have not
To
found your
actually-
people.
Yeah, that sounds like that is extremely rude. Wow.
The OP, the person who posted this, said that everyone in this group is between 17 and 18, which I was like, okay.
That makes
I
sense.
was gonna say, are we in high school? Like, this sounded so
Yeah.
like, oh my god, Becky's running a game and we all hate her. So let's go. Let's just like ruin the day.
Well, you're gonna get better friends later in life. High school friends, by and large, suck. And high school kind of sucks.
And knowing that the DM was perhaps the worst, as described, is insane to me. Because I think the second you're a DM, it makes me feel like you, as soon as you're a player again, you're like, I let me try and help this situation as much as I can because I know what it's like being on the other side, and I know what my fears would be, and I know I want everyone to enjoy, and just coming in with all that knowledge and being like, nah, fuck them.